Good morning to the August gathering today. Esteemed guests, distinguished colleagues, entrepreneurs, and future tech leaders from around the world. I'm honored today to lead the India delegation of 7 transformative Indian entrepreneurs to InnoVEX, one of the largest tech festivals in the world, global stage. This marks our first year for participation at this exciting festival. Before we invite our startups to take the stage, our delegation would like to acknowledge the strong opportunities we have seen for collaboration with Taiwanese counterparts. Since the establishment of India-Taiwanese Startup Bridge in October 2021, our startups have benefited from mutual strength of both the ecosystem. With via mentorship opportunities, market access, and networking opportunities. We would like to strengthen this partnership by closer collaborations on co-development and cross-incubation initiatives that would allow startups to gain from both the ecosystem's strengths. I would like to invite Taiwanese startups to explore the Indian ecosystem, collaborate with our entrepreneurs, and build technological advancements for the world from India and Taiwan. To showcase the growing opportunities within India, I would like to highlight some key data points for the startup ecosystem in India, just to give you an idea of the diverse opportunities and scale. India today has over 122,000 startups, making the third largest startup ecosystem in the world, with 1.29, with 50% of the startups are from tier 2 or tier 3 districts. It means from smaller cities, covering 670 districts in India. These startups have created more than 1.29 million job opportunities, making the youth of our country from job creator, from job seekers. We have 114 unicorns in India with the valuation of over 350 billion US dollars. This also makes us the third largest unicorn economy in the world. We have reached a stage where we can be proud of our startups due to the organized, structured efforts of the government in the past 8 years. In 2016, the Government of India announced Startup India, a flagship initiative of the Government of India to catalyze a startup culture and build a strong and inclusive ecosystem for entrepreneurship in the country. The startup movement, ignited by the Honorable Prime Minister, then stirred the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship across the world, across the country, sorry. Since the launch of Startup India, several strategic initiatives were introduced to promote startups and entrepreneurship in the country and take action on the action points. In the same year, we had also started a Startup India portal, one of its kind online platform for all the stakeholders of the entrepreneurial ecosystem in India to discover, connect, and engage with each other. We have also worked on simplification of other regulations to enhance ease of doing business through various measures taken for easing the regulatory laws in India. Raising capital and reducing compliances burden have been introduced by the government. We introduced 3 funding schemes for the startups. The funding schemes were modeled such that 3 other key stakeholders of the ecosystem, EIF, incubators, and banks were engaged actively with the startups. Mainly, the ecosystem has been started, the funding system has been started, which covers the seed funding scheme, as well as credit guarantee scheme and fund of fund scheme. We also started a mark platform for mentorship portal for the betterment and mentoring of startups. We are now launching a startup registry, Bhaskar, which will serve as a one-stop platform connecting various stakeholders, including aspiring and established entrepreneurs, investors, mentors, incubators, government bodies, academic institutions, and industry bodies. This comprehensive database would further enable easy discovery for collaboration opportunities with Indian startups. Using technical integration with various arms of the government, other ecosystem players, and industry database using a robust integration architecture, Vaskar is envisioned to offer a real snapshot of the ecosystem and every participant. Our initiative in building a robust startup ecosystem has paid dividends in many folds, with the startups leading the way in adoption of newer technologies and bringing to life the Honorable PM vision of Digital India. The startups have been involved in development and adoption of several large-scale initiatives that have changed the face of country, be it UPI, United Payment Interface for payments, which made us the largest volume digital transactions involved in a short span of few years. The Digi Yatra application that is revolutionizing airport span of a few years. The Digi Yatra application that is revolutionizing airport management, The COVID contact tracing application helping fight the pandemic. Startups have always been at the forefront of India's adoption of technology. It is our vision to take this further by becoming an integral part of the global startup ecosystem. We will share experiences and learn from the strengths of every partner with a view to build for the world from India. When India first became independent, our leaders had given a famous slogan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, to pay homage to the two pillars of support for a new nation. Over decades, the slogan has expanded to honor the ones who form the fabric of our country. The latest iteration given by the Honorable PM, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, and Jai Anusandhan, perhaps perfectly sums up the outlook of our nation. Thank you very much for being a part of this program.
Thank you, Sri Rajesh, and welcome to all the Indian startups to Taiwan. And now to get things started, I would like to welcome Mr. Mukund Lahoti to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, sir, for your kind words and guidance. Before I invite the real stars of our show, our startups, I would like to take this opportunity to engage everyone in a short presentation of how far the Indian startup ecosystem has come today and what opportunities Taiwanese economy, people, companies have in terms of engaging and partnering with Indian startups. So if I look at the ecosystems across our two nations, and if we want to play by our strength, what we know is that India has great strength in terms of technology in healthcare, software, whereas Taiwan has the one of the world's leading industries when it comes to technology and hardware. We see a great opportunity for collaboration in these spaces, which will provide mutual benefit and technological advancement for both the nations. We also have a precedence of working with Taiwan, one of our big trade partners. Over $8 billion of trade is already happening, and we want to make sure that startups start taking a big chunk of this trade. We want to ensure that our startups get the full opportunity to access this market, as well as collaborate with Taiwanese companies who lead technology in their specific sectors. Now I would like to take some time to look at the Indian startup story. We really started focusing on growth of our ecosystem in 2016 with the launch of the Startup India initiative by the Honorable Prime Minister of India. And initiatives taken by the government have helped us come a long way from where we were in 2016. We would like to discuss a few of these initiatives and the success stories that have resulted in the startups that you will see here today. So in India, the Startup India initiative focuses on 3 pillars to support startup. We look at simplification and hand-holding because at an early stage, a startup should not be bogged down by compliances and laws. We make it easy for them to set up and start their business, at least in the initial ages. We look at funding incentives, which is the lifeblood of support for a young company. We have looked at providing funding to startups at every stage in their life cycle, either through government initiative or through partnership with the industry. Finally, we want to increase the technological advancement. We want to increase the research that gets commercialized. So we have big tie-ups with academia and other corporates to make sure that our startups are at the forefront of technology. So we have built this system part by looking at a few initiatives when the ecosystem was at a nascent stage. We worked on recognition of startups so that they can be provided support as and when they need it. We focused on building a strong funding pipeline to make sure that no startup is found for the want of funds in order to develop into a big company. We focus on mentorship and hand-holding of startups, giving them market access, making sure that they get opportunities to grow and take India's solutions to the world. There are quite a few marquee initiatives that we have taken to make sure that all aspects of needs of the startups are covered. Very recently, we launched Bhaskar, which is a very comprehensive ecosystem directory that covers all ecosystem players. Any startup looking for funding, any startup looking for mentorship, any fund looking for startups in their area of focus can easily utilize Bhaskar and find the right partners within the ecosystem. We hope to make sure that this grows and we can take it global to make sure that everyone can find this as a startup landing platform in India. Whenever they need partners, they can refer to our ecosystem directory and find the right partner. We recently initiated a global event, Startup India Mahakumbh, which brought about over 1,000 startups in one place. This was a first of its kind event in India, and we hope to see this event grow year on year and become a global event at a stage like this. So these are some of the support initiatives that we provide for startups across the lifestyle. So when they are at an ideation stage, we have an idea bank, we have proper mentorship support for them, we have hand-holding through incubators. At the validation stage, when a startup needs access to get to the market, they need feedback. We have partnered with a lot of big companies to provide pro bono services. We are tied up with incubators to provide them seating and access to equipment to build their product and get it to the market. In case of early traction, where we see startups today, we have a big focus on taking them global, taking them to a lot of events around the world, top events, to represent India and make sure that they can take their innovations around the globe. At the growth stage, when a startup is on its feet and growing, we look for making a win into a big win. We look at funding support and other activities to make sure that a startup which is doing good can do great and make the name for themselves and the country. So after all these initiatives, this is the growth story that we have seen in the Indian startup ecosystem. When the Startup India initiative was launched, we had around 400 recognized startups in the country. Today, that number is over 130,000. We have gone from startups being in only 120 districts in our country to now covering more than 670 districts, showcasing that our entrepreneurship ecosystem has reached the length and breadth of the country. The number of unicorns has gone up from 8 to over 100 in a short span of 8 years, creating a value of over 350 billion US dollars. I think that has been the journey, and our startups would be best suited to show you how that is turned in terms of innovation and products.
Thank you, Mr. Lahoti, for sharing the environment and the ecosystem of startups in India. Now, following that, we will have 7 startups waiting to share their company with you. For the first one, we would like to welcome Mr. Aryan for NAWGATI.
Good morning, everyone. I am Aryan Sisodia, the co-founder and CTO of NAWGATI. So NAWGATI is India's pioneering B2B2C fuel aggregator startup that is backed by India's largest gas company, GAIL, India's largest map company, MapMyIndia, and also by government entities like Medi Startup Hub and Department of Science and Technology. So NAWGATI operates India's largest fuel discovery app that is has about 1.2 million users, giving them a seamless fueling experience. On the B2B side, NAWGATI operates AWEG, which is an all-in-one retail ops platform, which helps individual dealers and fuel companies to increase sales, improve compliance, manage congestion, and also reduce inefficiencies. AWEG is live with the major Indian oil and gas companies across India. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Aryan. Everyone that's interested in the content, feel free to engage. And next up, we would like to welcome Mr. Arpit from SUNFOX Technologies.
Hello, check.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, first of all, Startup India team and Taiwan government to invite us here. In SUNFOX, we believe that everyone, no matter where they live or how much they earn, deserve access to affordable, accessible, and effective cardiac care. To prevent 20 million deaths happening globally every year, we developed a revolutionary smartphone-based technology that empowers individuals to detect heart attacks right from their palms. Hi, I am Arpit Jain, co-founded SUNFOX in 2016. Today we are more than a 100% team stationed in Dehradun at a world-class R&D and manufacturing center, building globally certified products which are being used from consumers to the astronauts. We have awarded severally in multiple countries, from Oxford to IITs, working with various entities like AIMS and other institutions. Let's talk about the product. We have different products for the different segments of the market. Let's suppose that's the legacy. I'll show you the legacy one. So this is the product we have. It is a feather-like weighted device, only 25 grams, and has the efficiency of 99.7% accuracy with the comparison of gold standard ECG machines, which are used by different medical institutions and the practitioners. On the advanced versions of it, we have Spandan Neo and Spandan Pro, which can be used by professionals at their hospitals, nursing homes, and different institutions. We are working with different governments to provide and make it accessible to the primarily health centers. The features we are talking about, it is 24x cheaper, 99.7% accuracy, portable and light. There is no battery, no internet, nothing is required. You can use it anywhere, everywhere, just from the self actually. It gives you the features of taking your ECG in less than 10 seconds. We give you the interpretations also. So you don't need any technical person or any kind of staff or any kind of infra to get your ECG done at your home. It is completely user-friendly. We have several patents, trademarks, and other trademarks also in pipeline. Apart from the regulations, we have cleared all Indian regulations. US FDA is also cleared. We will get it, about to get it in within 60 days. US about UK CE, we are into the process of UK CE also. So this is all from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Arpit. Next up, we would like to introduce Mr. Eroshi from Nibia Devices.
Thank you very much, everyone, for giving this opportunity. My name is Eroshil Namayarapam. I am one of the co-founder for Nibia Devices. We are a startup basically working in technologies like IoT, blockchain, and augmented reality. We are very lucky to be supported by Startup India from the beginning of our journey. And we have been supported by 3 other government institutes as well. Right now, we have like 2 products in the market. The first product is our IoT platform, which we basically have been using for various use cases that we have in retail, in agriculture, and many other industries. We have many features on which we're able to provide like analytics for data-driven decision making. And currently we have client base in other different countries like Singapore, in Dubai, in Ghana, and we've been able to generate revenue from this particular product. Apart from this, we are also currently working on a new product, which is the next page, if you go. So this is our new product that we're working on, which is the traceability solution. Mainly, it uses the capability and power of IoT, blockchain, and augmented reality to provide a seamless gamification engagement for products. So what we do, like for example, any export market, you would be able to, products that we are basically exporting from other countries. You wanted to do like a complete validation and traceability of the sourcing of those products. This particular tool basically helps in doing that, with the help of technology. And we have initiated a provisional patent for this solution in the Indian market, and we are trying to basically look out for partners here in Taiwan. We are basically a software company. We are looking for hardware partners. We already have some partners in China, but we don't have much with Taiwan. So the reason I'm also here is because I wanted to look for partners, especially hardware partners. That's about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Eroshil. Anyone that's interested in traceability solutions, feel free to contact Nibia. Next up, we would like to welcome Mr. Sudhakar from SVABag Labs.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sudhakar, founder of SVABag Labs Private Limited. So we are a clean energy startup from India. And as you can see, we are working on a solution for providing reliable clean energy. So here you can see a depiction where there is a swapping station back in our country which is dependent on a diesel generator for powering its batteries, right? So though there is a lot of importance and stress from across the globe to fight climate change and move to cleaner source of transition, cleaner source of energy, we are still not there. And that's where we are looking to create a change or contribute. So the way we are doing it is our product SwachShakti. It's an off-grid, decentralized renewable energy platform enabled by technologies like blockchain and IoT. So the way we do it, different from the on-grid, is we store the clean energy directly in the form of batteries, which can be deployed to use cases like EVs, swap them directly to EVs, or can be stacked into energy storage systems like power backups, or for farm gate use cases like cold storages, solar dehydrators. So in our model, we basically, as you can see on the right, we are focused on rural and semi-urban landscape where we have a huge real estate in most of the developing countries. So we are looking to partner with the households directly, help them contribute in this clean energy transition by making them partners, and share the revenue which we generate by selling this clean energy back to them also. It's like a win-win situation for both the parties here. And so we want to overall change this model, the solar energy, which has a huge potential across the globe. We want to make it not just as a means of savings, but as an earnings for the people. So looking forward to, we are an early stage company, and I am here to explore the technology collaboration and the hardware collaboration opportunities possible. And thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Sudhakar. For our next speaker, we would like to welcome Mr. VSS Kiran of GARUDALYTICS.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for Startup India and organizers for inviting us. So let's talk about the GARUDALYTICS, and myself, VSS Kiran, founder and CEO of GARUDALYTICS. So what GARUDALYTICS we do? The starts always comes from where? The place where I'm standing, let's begin from this position, which talk about the location and location intelligence. Go to the next slide. So GARUDALYTICS, we are specialized to extract insights from location data to solve real world problems. This is how the product looks like. What exactly is solving the problem? It's solving each and every problem which always comes and related to the location and location intelligence. If you ask you or if you ask anyone to process the big data or vast amount of the data to process in microseconds or milliseconds, that's where we are standing. We introduced voice-enabled mapping product called GARUDALYTICS Smart Mapping, which process your all types of the data sets, satellite data, drone data, aerial data, structured data, unstructured data in much faster way and give the direct insights so that you take a decision. Go to the next slide, please. No, you can see the solutions, what exactly we are bringing here. The product which we have developed, it's a lightweighted, pocket-friendly SaaS platform. You can access from anywhere, any device. To process the huge and large amount of the data, you require the computing power. That is already enabled. So you directly process the data using your mobile devices. Second, dashboard and analytics. So decision makers can take a very quick decisions. Machine learning and deep learning tools help you to extract the information. Give a small example. If you are a farmer, you are standing onto your farmland, you ask Garuda, what is the crop yield of this farmland? Garuda will process the data and answer you in a fraction of a second. This is the tomato crop and you are getting the yield of 5 tons for this particular cropland. The spatial and 3D analysis give you the real visualization so that decision makers can take quick decisions. So we have the first geospatial AI-enabled platform launched in India and we have a patented product. The platform used by today 500 plus users, 50 plus clients, including Survey of India and Department of Science and Technology. With that, I'm inviting all of you to please visit our booth and explore and see more about the GARUDALYTICS Smart Mapping. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Kiran. Next up, we have Mr. Ankit Agarwal from UNIQGRID.
Hello everyone. Thank you Startup India and Taiwan government for inviting us and giving us this opportunity. I'm representing UNIQGRID. We are a edge computing and middleware startup. So we believe that in an industry floor and in an automation environment, the most important resources are the machines. And connecting to machines and understanding their language is very difficult in today's world. We have developed a edge hardware and software solution, middleware solution, where we can connect to the machine, understand the language of the machines, hundreds of types of machines very quickly and easily. Our hardware plus middleware, which is configurable solution, can connect to hundreds of libraries, which machines like CNCs, even injection moldings, SMT lines, or any kind of other assets, energy assets, and understand their language in real time and process the data on the edge itself. This enables us to optimize the performance of the machines, have their data, and also the data on the clouds is saved. We believe that cloud processing takes time and it's dependent on internet. So we have developed this solution on the edge which can compute faster and enable optimization on the shop floor and in your various assets. Next slide, please. We are serving various industries. We are working with OEMs to make their machines smarter. Our solutions is actually the brain of their machine. We are into manufacturing sector. We are helping ESG companies in better optimization of the ESG resources, reporting, carbon reporting, and also reporting of the footprint they are generating. We are also working with Industry 4.0 players and smart grid solutions. Here I am interested in developing partners for manufacturing and also searching for partners for hardwares who can use our middlewares. I invite you all to visit our booth and explore the opportunities also and talk to us. We'll talk about the technology and we'll love to talk. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Agarwal. Last up, we have Mr. Manish Purwal from BOTS Fusion Software.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Startup India for inviting us to InnoVEX. I am Manish Pediwal, founder of BOT Fusion. We started BOT Fusion 4 years back, and last year we launched a product called MasterDoc.ai using state-of-the-art generative AI. Our flagship product, MasterDoc.ai, helps you boost operational efficiency like faster customer onboarding, customer support, etc. Industries like accounting, finance, insurance, legal, HR handles thousands of documents each month, spending around 50% of the time in classifying, analyzing, extracting information from documents. Using MasterDoc.ai, they can reduce the time and increase the productivity by 7 to 8 folds. To give you an example, please previous slide. Yeah, and to give you an example, the problem is in accounting or in legal and other industries like finance, banking. In accounting, the problem is complex regulatory environment, tax optimization dilemma, limited access to specialized services, resource constraints for compliance. Compliance is a major issue, like in which we need to deal with lots of documents, and especially the inaccurate financial reporting can make heavy losses to a company. In legal also we have, we deal with lot of documents, and these are the problems that like high cost of legal service or inefficient communication between client and service, difficulty in navigating complex legal systems, transparency and predictability in legal billing. So these are all the problems that in legal that any company face, you know. Next slide. Yeah. So for accounting, we have categorized into 3 solutions. One is for big 4 large firms, mid-sized firms, and small proprietary firms. So each category of firms can utilize MasterDoc.ai to boost their efficiency and reducing. So basically, every company spends around 4 to 5 hours of the day to extract information from documents. And so if you take large firms, they analyze financial statements, which is like 100 pages, 200 pages of financial documents. So it's very, it takes around 1 to 2 days to go through the documents, even more, to be honest. Like sometimes it takes around 1 month to analyze one financial documents. And if you want to analyze multiple financial documents, it takes couple of months for investors to invest, you know. So we reduce that time, and so using MasterDoc.ai, you can reduce the time, you can extract information from those financial documents containing thousands, even millions of documents. And for large firms, for example, so there is also something called contract review and risk assessment, like revenue contracts and all that. So that also contains a lot of information about financial about a company. Then we have mid-sized firms which have statutory audit automation, accelerated tax filing, corporate docs review. So accelerated tax filing, we use AI to extract income deductions from payroll, investments, and bank statements, to extract information from bank statements, bills, etc. And one major problem that all these companies have is KYC and customer onboarding. So it takes them around 1 to 2 days to onboard a customer. For example, especially in lending domain or insurance domain, if you go to a lending firm to get a loan, they will analyze your documents, which is your bank statement, your past loans. So there are a lot of documents they need to analyze before coming up with the loan amount that they can dispatch. So we reduce that time from couple of days or couple of weeks to couple of hours. Yeah, so this is our solution, and thank you everyone. That's it.